on Sidechick Culture, which is very ancient culture. Side chicks have been here since the dawn of time. Um, Shoot, Moab in the Bible had, a mistress. This goes on all the time, and it's pretty much polygamy. And then if the women do it, it's polyamory. So it's been done for years. I myself just look at it as people, nowadays there are alternative relationships, and that's what's going on. These alternative relationships been around for a while, but being a side chick has its pros and cons. You know what I'm saying? What is a side chick? A side chick is somebody that's with a man who either has a girlfriend or a wife or, something like that. And the man, more than likely, when you look at a man that needs a side chick, you need to look at his chart again. These are people's characters, their personality, and your personality shapes your character. And it shapes what you want in life, your habits, all of that stuff. Who you date, all of that stuff. And like I said, polygamy is, a man with multiple women. He might be married to one of them and just have, sister wives or whatever. And most men that do this, they probably got a lot of Sagittarius in their chart or a lot of Gemini. Because Gemini and Sagittarius, they can actually have polygamous relationships. It's in their nature to do that. So the Gemini is like being with two different people, and they need stimulation and variety. So does Sagittarius. Sagittarius needs variety, which means they might need different people to stimulate them. Because all it is stimulating, stimulate the person. But a lot of women are online, talking about, being a side chick or don't be a side chick. And people that speak against it probably don't know the science of the stuff. And if you came from Islamic culture, you kind of pretty much know what it is. And you pretty much accept it because it's a part of the culture. I came up in the Islamic culture, and I've always heard about people that's married having side pieces, or even the women be doing stuff. And it's just polygamy. That's all it is. Polygamy within a marriage, or whatever you want to call it. And I see a lot of women saying, don't do that or whatever. And they might come from a Christian background, because in a Christian background, it's patriarchy, and they don't really believe in you, stepping out of your marriage. But in Islam, you can have like 20 damn wives if you rich. You can have that. And even the Quran permits it, And women, if they are already birthed in that culture, they won't have a problem with it. Because I notice a lot of foreigners who are Muslims, they do kind of like, they be married, but they will flirt with you, and they will even try to date you because they're used to that being a product of their culture. So I don't knock it. And I don't get on here and try to preach to people about being side chicks and all that shit, because it's been here since Bible times, So I don't speak against it. The pros of being a side chick is if you're like a really independent woman and you really don't need to be around a man as much, then you probably could do it. If you don't want to deal with your man or see him every day, well, you the type of person that don't like, seeing your boyfriend every day or talking to him every day, and he might need that, then he can go to another woman and get that. Get that validation every day. You might not be the type of chick that wants to validate a man every day. Or you just don't, it's not your character to do that. Then how does that man get his needs met? He's going to go look for somebody else that kind of like talks to him every day, that wants to be around him every day. So it's based on, that person, these two people. People don't understand that some people do have open marriages. It's because of these people's personalities. The wife might not be like, what if you got a man that has a high sex drive and the woman doesn't have a high sex drive? Well, that man still not get his needs met because he has a high sex drive and she doesn't. So that's going to make him go look for somebody who has a high sex drive like he does. So you got to know the balance of relationships and how they go, And there's an aspect in astrology, Uranus conjunct the sun represents alternative relationships. So a side chick is just another alternative relationship that's been here since the dawn of time. It's polygamy. Now, if the woman has a lot of men, then it's polyamory. So a lot of people don't understand it, probably don't read it, but even in Japan, they have where a woman, she can have like 4 husbands. That's polyamory. So these relationships work for whoever has that personality that needs that. So I don't knock it. That's if you want to do it. And I say you got to be like, if you grew up in the culture, then you can do it. But if you haven't grew up in Islamic culture, then I say, don't, because you're not used to that. Because if you grew up with 2 parents who never went outside their marriage and stuff like that, then you're groomed a different way. But if you grew up in a culture where polygamy and all that stuff is accepted, then it's not going to bother you as much. So that's what I think about the side chick culture. You know what I'm saying? Also, too, like, if a woman has been through a lot and she still wants to have a relationship with a man, but she doesn't want all of that, like, physical stuff, then she could be a side chick. Because she doesn't want all the physical validation. She might have went through too much in life in order to actually put her all in a relationship. So she could very well be somebody's side piece. So I'm just discussing and opening people's mind up to why certain things are going on and why these type of dynamics been here since the dawn of time. It's because people's personality. And it goes back to astrology. Again, if you're dealing with somebody that's got Gemini in their chart, they're more than likely going to need 1 or 2 people to date. Sagittarius, same thing. Sagittarius can practice polygamy. Because Sagittarius, they like the newness in a relationship. They get bored really quick in a relationship. And they also need variety. Sagittarius is the same. They need variety. So this is all polygamy, and all of this polyamory stuff it's just sugarcoating the science of personalities, and they've made a whole culture out of it. And that's what it is. I think Libra could be polyamorous too. Because they don't, even though they get married and stuff, they are prone to cheating because of Venus. A Libra Lord is Venus. Venus gives them all kinds of stuff. Money, gives them access to lots of mates, everything. And when Venus is doing this, just like with Sagittarius, Jupiter gives you a lot of everything, a lot of dates, a lot of money, a lot of whatever. So Libra, Sagittarius, and Gemini, and Aquarius could probably be polyamorous or polygamous. Leo probably could too, because the sun is the leader of Leo. You know what I'm saying? And Leos, they are, the sun gives them everything too. The sun is their Lord, and the sun gives them access to everything. So those four signs could probably do it. And I think Scorpio could do it too. Scorpio probably could be polyamorous. But I might be wrong about Scorpio, because Scorpio, once they get their mate, they don't want anybody else to have them. So I don't know about Scorpio being polyamorous. But those are the polyamorous and polygamous signs: Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Sagittarius, Leo. They could probably be polyamorous. And if these are women, a Leo woman or a Sagittarius woman or a Libra woman or an Aquarius woman, they probably could be side chicks. So this is just nature, and I'm talking about it. I'm not promoting side chick anything, because it happens naturally. You don't even have to promote it. It's going to happen regardless. So tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, Simone B. Have a great day.